Hello.
What's good, guys?
Okay. Alright, between us, question 22.
22. Can't believe we've done 22.
22 times 2. We each
44.
Yeah, we each get a question.
We've done 44.
Okay. And I try 看 Bible. 看 Bible.
Does it bother you if I look at another person and say he or she is sexy? For me, I don't think it bothers me as much. But it really depends on like persons, right? Like if that person is a very close person to me that I see that is in like my inner circle, and it has to be also the way you say it. If you're like, yeah, that person, they're pretty sexy, you know, they should be sexy enough to be able to get themselves a significant other. Say something, but then if it's like, dang, like, you see that person today? Dang, they're looking good. There's a difference, you know. And I don't mind it when you look at celebrities and say they're sexy, because I look at celebrities and I'm like, hey, yeah, that's pretty sexy, you know. I've had some moments where I've said, man, that, like, no homo, but dang, that guy, he's pretty darn good looking. You know, I've said that before. So I don't mind, especially celebrities. I really don't mind it, but I think it just depends on how you say it. You know.
Yeah, honestly, I would agree too. Like, yeah, if it's like, you know, your friends that are girls, and you be like, damn, like, she's. Like, if you said it that way, you know, like, nicely, like, oh, yeah, you know, she's sexy, like, you know, I mean, come on, like, I don't get it why my friend don't like her, or, like, you know, well, she's sexy.
She's pretty good looking.
That's okay with me, but it bothers me when it's like, you always go, dang, she used to be hot and sexy. I'm like, what?
Is it like, the key word? She used to be.
Yeah, but
now she's no.
But yeah, it bothers because, oh dang, you had a thing before when she used to be sexy, and like, I don't like it. Like, it doesn't bother me when it's celebrity crush and stuff like that. It doesn't bother me because, you know, she knows I like drool over a lot of celebrity. But it's like, you know, it's just daydreaming and thinking them hot, but like, you know, they come and go and they're like, what? For a momentary last moment come and go. But like, yeah, for stuff like that, I don't like it. And it bothers me, it does bother me when if Ajushi and his group of friends, they have like this hot sexy friend girl around them, and like, even though he may be like she's not sexy or hot and the rest thinks, it bothers me because like, I can't Ajushi is a really friendly person. I don't like it. He gets a little bit too over friendly, and I don't like it.
Well, you just have to keep, you know, you just have to mark the line and not step on it, and not be a habitual line stepper. But I used to be I'm much better at it now, you know. But yeah, I mean, you know, when we first started dating, I mean, it was something where I didn't even think about. And
I never drew a line.
I drew the line, but it was like a dotted line, you know. It was like, yeah, there's the line, but you shouldn't feel like I'm like doing it because I'm attracted. No, but I understand it now, you know, and I get it. But I mean, it's like you said, right? Some people, they looked good at a certain time in your life, but as you get older, they don't. It's you know, you start seeing things differently, you know. Like, the perfect example for me is how I used to drool over Megan Fox. I don't, but like, after a certain time, I stopped, and it just got to a point I was kind of like, yeah, I mean, she's hot, but she's not like, oh wow. I don't like, if I look back to myself back then, I go and say, well, what did you like?
See, like,
she really that good looking, dude? Like, cause she's not. When you, she was good for like the first 5 seconds.
See, like, now,
you know?
there's a different question. Like, I would like, I don't know. I don't know, like, to me, I guess it's because I've always been like a plain girl. That's why I don't find these girls, like your celebrity crush, I don't find them sexy at all. I don't. I do not find them. Like how Ayoshi likes Yaya. I'm sorry, she's a great actress, but I don't see her sexy and stuff like that. I think a different like Thai celebrity girl is better looking than Yaya. I'm sorry, but that's just how I see it. And like I think it's more of because they're more like, I don't know, plain natural kind of way of how their personality and the way they dress and stuff like that. Like I take in consideration of all that, so that's why I don't find it like that. Like, you know, how other people like a lot of other people that celebrities that you think is like your celebrity crush, stuff like that, I don't find them like that.
Here's the thing first. I've noticed that for me, my personal, like, when I look at women now, I actually really appreciate and like it more when they look plain. I don't really like, for a girl like yeah, I don't find her attractive when she puts on a bunch of makeup for like her modeling stuff. I don't find her attractive at all. I find like I see that she looks better when she has less on, not clothes wise, but makeup wise. When she's more plain, she looks better. But when she goes, so like when she like puts makeup on and
all
dolled up, for whatever reason I look at it like, yeah, but it looks, it's like artificial. It's, you know, superficial. It's fake, and I don't really find that attractive anymore. Like I got to a point. There was a certain point where my likings changed from, you know, the super hot looking, you know, model looking to more of the plain conservative natural look, and I appreciate that a lot more, you know, like.
Yeah, that's why, like, you know, I really like Song Ji-hyo. Like, she
Right.
does not care.
Right.
You see the lazy look, and she looks fine, normal.
Right.
You know, you see her with makeup, but she's not those extreme makeup on, and she looks beautiful. You know, so
Yeah.
that I like. Yeah.
Yeah, like I and that's just the thing is, you know, when, you know, I don't, again, back to the question, I don't mind it. You saying, you know, certain things, I don't mind it, because I look and say, yeah, I mean, it really depends on how you say it, you know. And if you're like, you know, we've talked about our you know, our friend Javier, you know, and I've always said like the guy's a good enough looking guy where he can get women, but he clearly is not ready for a relationship.
Yeah.
You know, so he meets lots of women. I don't know how many, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot. But he doesn't get into a serious relationship because, you know, one, he had been in one for such a long time in his life, but two, like he can't commit himself.
I don't know. Like, Ajushi's group of friends, like, I've never felt like any of them was attractive or sexy. Honestly, I don't. I never did.
Yeah, I have to say the same too.
Yeah, like, I just never did. Like, I mean, I dated Ajushi. I thought he was the most handsome one to me, and outbeated every other guy around there, and I just didn't care.
Well, and you know, like from like getting older, for whatever reason, like for me, I've become a really big. If your personality is like really good, then it's more attractive. Like I think that's something it's always been a part of me when I assess a woman, right? And that was like one of the biggest reasons why I kind of just didn't see like Megan Fox the same way anymore, because, you know, it's not like now I'm like, oh, she's old now, that's why she's not good. No, I don't. I stopped liking her for years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, even before she got married, and it all came down to the fact that, well, she's kind of got a bitch attitude, you know, and so when you kind of like find out the type of person they are, they become kind of unattractive, you know, because you look at well, for me, I look and I'm like, yeah, like sure, like did you have good looks, but that really didn't do anything for you because you're kind of like a bitch, you know. So and I think about it now, like to even the women back then that I used to know and I used to talk to, I don't let myself get engulfed by their look because I always address, okay, what's the attitude wise, you know, because if you're kind of like a bitch, then I'm kind of like friend zone you. So yeah.
Okay, mine is, if you were in a witness protection program, what would be your new name and where would you go?
That's on you first.
I don't know. I've always like gone, you know, if I was to give myself a new name, I wouldn't, obviously, you know, I'll be like, give myself an American name because I don't have one. So I would go with Leo Park, and I would go to Boston just for the hell of it. I mean, there's nothing in Boston, but...
Kidding me? The Boston Celtics are up there. There's a lot of Gampes up there.
Fine, Toronto, Canada.
Yes, all the nice people.
Toronto, Canada, Leo Park. I would end up there.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything because if there's a chance one day, I don't want someone looking at this video going, "Oh, I'm gonna go find that person."
Yeah, but by then I'm probably gonna have something else. See?
No.
I have tons of names I want. I just picked that one specifically.
If I had to pick one, I'd go and make myself
Skadish.
like a Filipino. Because I kind of look like I get mistaken a lot back then for being a Filipino. So I would go get tanned again, more like darker, and I would you know, go and live in places where there's a lot of Filipino people because
But you don't speak Filipino.
you can learn it. It's just Tagalog.
Oh, yeah. Araso, Mr. Filipino.
I'll go with I'll go and hang out with preacher with preacher Rudy.
That's all, babe. But yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Alright. That is it for this week's Between Us.
Quite interesting.
Yeah, some weird questions but yeah.
But good questions.
But yeah, that's it, and we will see you guys next week. Bye bye.
Bye guys.